I'd like to start out by saying I'm not seeing if I can get you to believe anything, or if I can get you to follow anything, or if I can get you to say the same things that I'm saying. I'm seeing if I can get you to see something. And in that seeing of any little part of what I'm saying will probably be the crack to which the entire floodgate of the world will enter. You posted something about considering the possibility of a new life. So I'm making this video to talk about that. The way we live now, we look at our past, and including our history, to decide what to do. So everything has sort of a "this is what always happens" kind of a flavor to it. When we make coffee, we have a pattern that we follow to make the coffee. If something interferes with that pattern, whether it be making coffee or driving to the store, it can frustrate us or make us upset. This is because we're stupid. You see, you're not the thinking plan that you think you are. But thinking gets on a rail and drives toward its goal. And then if something gets in the way, it's upsetting to the thinking plan. That's because we consider ourselves to be thought. We consider ourselves to be that plan. But that's not the case. What we are, mostly we can't think about. That doesn't mean we can't look at it and speak about it here, but we can't think about it because it's new. It happens without predictability. Not for us anyway. So we have things happen that we can't predict. They get in the way of our plans. We might be driving to our job, maybe it's a school or something like that, and traffic gets in the way and we're late. Now, thinking will find that upsetting. In the new consciousness, in a new life, there is no anger because, well, it's simply seen to be, it's not there. Because that traffic jam is actually an action of yours. Not that happens to you, but that happens with you. And it may even be that the traffic jam, you may never see any, I'm going to use the word positive, but that's not really what I mean, any positive effect from the being late to work. But perhaps that's your way of missing out on being in a car accident. Or perhaps it's your way of missing a certain teacher or something that you were going to meet there, that you're going to have an argument with if you happen to be there. These things, you can't see them. I call that moving in a negative way. In other words, you may have prevented an action with another action, but since it's a prevention of an action, you'll never see it. There are other times, though, that we can see. We can see there are times when we miss a bus and our plan to catch the bus says, well, that's bad, so we get upset about our being late. And then we get on the next bus, or whatever it is we're doing, and we discover the person who we are going to be life partners with, female or male, that we would have never met if we had caught the first bus. The thinking mind, the way we are now, will say, that's random, that's lucky, that's accidental. And I'm saying that's not true. I'm saying it's not random, it's not accidental, and it's not God. It's you. You're doing that. But you can't think about it in advance. We could talk about where those actions come from then if we can't think about them, but we're doing them because that thinking, that's a head scratcher. You can't think about it, but you're doing it. We can talk about that, but perhaps that's for another video. Right now, I cared to say to you that a new life is really a new life. It's a completely new way of being. It's free of anger. It's free of all of those things that are causing you to suffer now.